Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Night Owl Film Discussion. Um, this episode is titled A Weekend Film News Review for July 20th through July 26th. I was going to do this video earlier because, as you know, July 26th was a while ago, last week, but the week has been I've been kind of busy. It's been doing a lot of things, so I didn't get to it till now. So I'm doing now, and let's get right into it. I'll start off with the films I saw this week. The films I saw, or in this case, the film I saw this week was Sex Tape. I saw Sex Tape at the Carmike 12 Cinemas in Corvallis, Oregon. I thought it was pretty funny for the most part, and the actors involved had good chemistry, but I didn't find myself laughing a whole lot throughout the film, which is fine if the story is good enough and doesn't require a lot of hilarity, but I didn't find that was the case with this. It was an okay story and entertaining enough to follow, but it wasn't all that involving, I didn't think. I enjoyed it for the length that it was, though, and recommend it to anyone interested in seeing it, but I request you just rent it. Alright, so that was all I saw that week was Sex Tape. Alright, now let's move on to some important news before we get into the film news. Film and TV icon James Garner passed away at age 86 through that week, and he will be missed for sure. There's a picture of him with a cowboy hat. Alright, now we'll get to the film news for the week of July 20th through July 26th. And this is a big week, a busy week. Comic-Con started during this week, so there's a lot of Comic-Con news, or news that came from Comic-Con, that is. So, and I kind of bunched up a bunch of that news towards the end. So, we'll start off with some of this other stuff and then get to that Comic-Con news. So the first bit of news I got for you today is Star Wars Episode 7 director J.J. Abrams reveals an X-Wing fighter, giving us a look at the updated design for the new entry in the popular sci-fi franchise, as you can see there. Cool. Alright, now, for their film Pixels, Sony Pictures Entertainment announced that the studio has brought together... Hold on a second, my computer's freaking out. The studio has brought together an extraordinary number of iconic video game companies whose classic characters will be featured in the highly anticipated action comedy, including PAC-MAN, Donkey Kong, Centipede, Galaga, Frogger, Bert, and Space Invaders. Or just Space Invaders, actually. So, that's pretty cool. Alright. Colin Trevorrow, director of the upcoming Jurassic World, revealed via his official Twitter page the new Comic-Con 2014 artwork poster for the new Dino film. And this is it right there before you. Okay. Paramount Pictures has debuted the final poster for their upcoming film, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which brings all four of the Turtles, Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael, together and showcases each character's weapons of choice. So marvel at that beauty. No, I'm kidding. All right. Sony Pictures has pushed back the release date of their upcoming untitled Cameron Crowe project, which was originally scheduled for December 25th of this year. They moved it to May 29th, 2015. The film stars Bradley Cooper and Emma Stone, as pictured in this picture I have for you. which you can see in the picture provided. Double talking. Anyways, along with Rachel McAdams, Danny McBride, and Alec Baldwin and Jay Baruchel. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but that's how I said it. Okay. It has been reported that Amy Ryan has signed on to star in director Steven Spielberg's untitled Cold War thriller, which stars Tom Hanks. In the film, Ryan will play Hanks's character's wife. Okay, just a second. Okay. It was announced by the production companies behind Insidious Chapter 3 that the film has begun production in Los Angeles. Taking over directing duties is Leigh Whannell, co-creator of the terrifying horror franchise, who is also writing the new movie. And I think that's a picture from the second movie. Actually, I think that is a picture from the third movie, because you see the director there. Alright. Warner Brothers released 4 production photos from the upcoming and final film in the Hobbit franchise, titled The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, which featured Bard the Bowman, with Tariel below in one photo, which you see there. Gandalf, alongside Bard in another, that one. Gandalf interacting with the Elf King Thranduil, right as you see there. And the final one is of Thranduil by himself. So, I probably didn't say that name correctly, because I don't remember exactly how to pronounce it 100%. Because I think they only ever say his name in the second one. Or maybe they do in the first one, I can't remember. But anyways, those are the pictures that were released by Warner Brothers for The Hobbit. A new poster banner is released for the upcoming Brad Pitt World War II film, Fury, which, as you can see, includes Pitt and his castmates Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman, Michael Pena, and John Bernthal on a tank. Okay. Disney has announced plans to develop an updated version of their Swiss Family Robinson film with Brooklyn Family Robinson, which will star Steve Carell. Walt Disney Pictures has finally confirmed an official release date for the 5th in their Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, previously announced as titled Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man Tell No Tales, which will be released into a theater near you on July 7th, 2017. Sony announces the release dates for the upcoming films in their Spider-Man franchise. The Sinister Six will be released November 11th, 2016. And The Amazing Spider-Man 3, which was previously scheduled for release on June 6, 2016, but is being pushed back and will be released sometime in 2018. X-Men Days of Future Past, arguably the best comic book film of the year, will be released on Blu-ray and DVD October 14th. Actor Dan Aykroyd appeared on NBC's Today Show, where he revealed that pre-production will begin on Ghostbusters 3 this spring. Ivan Reitman, who directed the first 2 films, will not be directing the new film, but he will serve as a producer. At this time, Sony hasn't announced who will direct the film, or if it will ever even happen, so take that news with a grain of salt. Parker Posey has signed on to star in director Woody Allen's new film, currently known as Untitled Woody Allen Project. She joins a cast that already includes Joaquin Phoenix and Emma Stone. And now we're going to move on to the Comic-Con news. They're all kind of bunched up together in a group. So here we go. Comic-Con 2014 is here, and with that comes a ton of film news. Firstly, The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies gets a poster release, as you can see. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 gets a limited poster edition release. Sorry, it gets a limited edition poster release, I should say. And that is what is pictured. Mad Max Fury Road gets a poster release. And there it is. Marvel Studios snags The Amazing Spider-Man 4's previous release date of May 4th, 2018, with an untitled Marvel film project. I wonder what it will be. Ant-Man gets a concept art poster release. Looks pretty nice. Avengers Age of Ultron gets 8 concept art poster release featuring everyone's favorite Avengers, along with some new additions to the mix. Let me show you those real quick here. The first one was of Iron Man. That one's Scarlet Witch. Here we got Captain America. Here we got Black Widow. There's Quicksilver, and then floating above there, I believe, is Vision. And we got Hawkeye there. We got the Incredible Hulk and Thor. So when you put the together, so when you put those posters together, it features a giant concept art poster, which looks like this. So that's pretty cool. All right. Hot Tub Time Machine 2 gets a red band trailer release. Check it out. It looks pretty funny. Tusk, Kevin Smith's new film, gets a trailer release. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. It looks kind of freaky. The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, which is a documentary detailing the events of how the Superman film that never was greenlit, went into pre-production, but never put to film back in the late 90s. It gets a new trailer release. So check that out. Looks pretty awesome. There pictured is Mr. Tim Burton, who was supposed to direct the movie Superman Lives in the late 90s, but it never happened. And sitting there next to him is the director of the documentary, Mr. John Schnepp. So that's who you see in that photo. All right, some upcoming things here. Some big things here. All right, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice gets a new production photo, which is a closer look of Ben Affleck and the new Batman cowl. And we can now see that the cowl is black. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice also had a bit of a teaser footage released at Comic-Con that was inevitably leaked online. So you might be able to see that if you search hard enough. I did, and I thought it was pretty cool. And during that presentation, they also revealed the first photo of Gal Gadot in the Wonder Woman costume, which you see here. Okay, there I am. All right. Alright, Legendary Pictures also announced that they... Oh, sorry, I'm a little ahead. Let's go back a little bit. Legendary Pictures confirms Godzilla 2 and that director Gareth Edwards will return to direct the sequel. Also featured in the sequel will be classic Godzilla monsters Rodan, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. I don't know if I pronounced that right, so please forgive me if I did. I'm not the hugest Godzilla fan, but I did like the new movie. Legendary Pictures also announced they are making Skull Island, which will bring King Kong back to the big screen, and it will be released on November 4th, 2016. Sounds like a King Kong vs. Godzilla film will happen, I think. What do you think, Mom?
Sounds like it.
And last but not least, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 has been confirmed, with James Gunn returning as director, and a release date of July 28th, 2017. So, rock on. I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy again for the second time, and it was awesome. So, I'm excited. I'm excited for all that news. Anyways, hope you are too. That's all I had for you. Planning on doing the next video for the next week, which was July 27th through August 2nd. And that should be coming up pretty soon. Maybe in a day or two. Maybe in a little bit. I don't know. Depends on how fast I can get the information together and get a recording. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to me. Give me a thumbs up, whatever you want. And I'll see you next time. Cheers, biggies.